In a study with Self Magazine and Today, 22,000 respondents admitted that they have toxic relationships in their lives. 4 out of 5 people have a toxic relationship in their life, and 1 out of 3 realize that it's their very best friend who is the most toxic. Friendship should bring warm and fuzzy feelings. You should be happy when you get a text message from your friend. A smile should creep its way across your face whenever someone sends you a silly meme to make you laugh. If that's not what happens, it's time to analyze your relationship with that person. Ask yourself if the change is recent. Are you answering their messages a little bit slower than you used to? Are they just a touch sharper with you than they used to be? Are they actually going through something, and they haven't been so kind to you recently, but in the bigger picture, they are? A friend snapping at you one time can mean they were having a bad day. A friend not answering your text messages as quickly as they used to could mean that they're just busy, or maybe you snapped at them, and they're retreating a little bit. There might be a multitude of reasons why someone could be acting not quite like themselves for a short period of time. But overall, you have to ask yourself a few questions about the bigger picture. Are they bringing you down? Are they holding you back? When you're celebrating a victory, do you feel like they are celebrating with you as if it was their victory? Here's a quick mental exercise I'd like you to try with me right now. I want you to think about the people in your life and choose one person. We're going to call that friend Johnny. I want you to imagine all the ways that Johnny interacts with you. The jokes you send, the conversations you have, the times when you're together, on the internet or in real life, and even the language that Johnny uses towards you and others. Now ask yourself a question. If Johnny was treating the person that you love the most in the entire world the same way that they treat you, how would you feel about Johnny? If you wouldn't tolerate Johnny treating a friend of yours that way, you have to respect yourself enough to stop letting Johnny treat you that way. Finally realizing that someone in your life is a toxic person can be painful. It can be heartbreaking. You may not want to admit it to yourself, even if the little voice inside your head is screaming that you need to get as far away from that person as you possibly can. Another part of your brain might be arguing you should give them another chance. Because you know deep down inside they're a good person, they're just misunderstood. You know they're under a lot of stress right now. This is called the sunk cost fallacy. It's a phenomenon where you have invested so much time and money into a project that you continue investing in it simply because you started investing in the first place. You might have heard someone refer to this as throwing good money after bad. Our minds often attempt to use this same strategy on people. Your best friend since the age of 6, a coworker you spent over a decade with every single day, 12 hours a day. The neighbor next door whose kids refer to you as uncle or auntie. Your brain will try to trick you and make you believe it's okay for someone to treat you badly who was good to you in the past. But it doesn't matter who they were. It only matters how they make you feel now. Just because someone was the hero of your story for a dozen chapters, it doesn't mean you have to keep them around as the villain for the rest of the book. People can have contributed great value to your life in the past, but that doesn't mean you owe them your future. If someone is doing nothing but spreading negativity into your life, if all they're doing is bringing you sadness and pain, it's time for a change. Love yourself enough to recognize the signs of a toxic person and begin the process of letting go. Thanks for checking out my video on how to tell if you're in a toxic friendship. If you'd like to see a video on how I would recommend transitioning out the toxic friend in your life, let me know in the comments below. I'd also love to know what you found helpful in today's video. Your feedback helps me help you. As always, if you found this video helpful or insightful, consider giving it a share on your social media networks. Sharing might not help change the world, but it might change the world for one person.